Talk about lost in translation. Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movies that have a different name in the UK.
This is about the Philosopher's Stone.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at movies that are known by a different name in the UK, including US films that had their name changed for a UK audience, and British movies released with a different title in America.
What have I to fear?
The Avengers. That's what we call ourselves, sort of like a team. Earth's mightiest heroes type thing.
Number 10, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, aka Harold and Kumar Get the Munchies. This stoner buddy comedy revolves around the misadventures of a pair of baked burger aficionados who bite off more than they can chew when they get ridiculously high and decide to hit up their local burger barn.
As a Burger Shack employee for the past 3 years, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that if you're craving White Castle, the burgers here just don't cut it.
While the title makes perfect sense to Americans, what with White Castle being a well-known restaurant there, it didn't exactly translate when shipped across the pond.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? We gotta go to White Castle.
Yes! Yes! I knew you had it in you, dude!
As such, the title was altered to Harold and Kumar Get the Munchies. While the film does explain what White Castle is, the title change definitely made it clear to potential viewers what kind of movie they were signing up for.
Don't you like food that's tasty and delicious? I do. Then what are you waiting for? Head over to White Castle. It's what you crave.
Number 9, Fever Pitch, aka The Perfect Catch. This one's complicated. A remake of Nick Hornby's 1997 British film of the same name, Fever Pitch swapped football for baseball and Colin Firth for Jimmy Fallon.
Wait, are you saying that she's out of my league?
In both instances, the title worked, as pitch refers to the field of play in football, while also referring to the act of pitching in baseball. The newer adaptation saw Fallon's character struggling to strike a balance between his love for the Boston Red Sox and his new girlfriend.
We're 2 games out of first with 3 weeks left. Seattle's coming in this weekend. I mean, this is when they need me.
They need you.
But given the familiarity with the original film, distributors in the UK opted to retitle the film to The Perfect Catch to distinguish it from its predecessor.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Well, nobody's really wrong in these situations.
Number 8, Pirate Radio, aka The Boat That Rocked. Written and directed by Richard Curtis, the man behind 4 Weddings and a Funeral and Love Actually, Pirate Radio failed to impress critics and sank at the box office.
The boat itself is in very bad condition.
Oh, good.
Already proving to be a dud in Britain, the film was re-edited and retitled for North America, becoming Pirate Radio.
Very unusual name.
Twat. And that's with 2 T's. Have you heard of Pirate Radio, twat?
Probably because it sounds hipper, implies piracy, and distanced the project from its underwhelming performance at home.
Yeah, they can't close us down. We're pirates. That's why we're sitting out here in the middle of the friggin' ocean.
However, these changes did not result in a different reception. If anything, the edits only made things worse, with critics finding the story thin while lacking any sort of underlying message.
I really like one of those.
Number 7, The Avengers, aka Marvel Avengers Assemble. The superhero genre has undeniably exploded in recent history, with offerings even earning Oscar love.
Thank you.
You an alien?
What?
Leading the way is Marvel, and their seemingly ubiquitous cinematic universe.
I don't think you understand what you've started. Letting the Avengers loose on this world.
The film that truly put them on the map was 2012's The Avengers, which brought together many of the iconic characters introduced in previous films.
Good move.
Mr. Stark.
Captain.
However, despite their success, they still had to change the name of the film in the UK. Why? Because The Avengers is also the name of a popular TV series from the 1960s. As such, the film was retitled Marvel Avengers Assemble. Number 6, Harry and the Hendersons, aka Bigfoot and the Hendersons. Harry and the Hendersons is about a Seattle family and a Sasquatch they encounter, befriend, and come to call Harry. However, distributors in the UK clearly felt that the title wasn't clear enough and wanted to ensure that audiences knew exactly what they were getting into.
Goodbye, Harry.
Harry? Since when does he have a name?
Since right now.
As such, they changed the name of the film to Bigfoot and the Hendersons. Subtle, right?
Oh, come on, Nan. It's all in how you look at it.
Oddly, the subsequent TV spin-off series retained the original title when it aired in the UK, and UK region copies of the film have since reverted to Harry rather than Bigfoot.
Oh, no, Bigfoot here. Sergeant, I was just joking. Sorry, it's just a prank. I'm not even George Henderson. You must have reached the wrong number.
Number 5, The Mighty Ducks, aka Champions. This film about a ragtag group of hockey players who become the champions of their league later lent their name to a real-life hockey team who did not.
But you think it's funny? You think losing is funny?
Well, not at first, but once you get the hang of it.
While hockey is one of the most popular sports in North America, its stature in Britain is limited comparatively.
Look, it's time to play smart hockey, duck hockey, all right?
As a result, Disney changed the title to a more explanatory, yet generic title, Champions. However, confusion followed when the House of Mouse opted to title British physical releases The Mighty Ducks of the Champions, and continued to confuse when its sequel, D2 The Mighty Ducks, was marketed as simply The Mighty Ducks.
Man, what brain-dead jerk came up with that name?
As a matter of fact, I did. But I didn't have a choice. We're being sponsored.
By who, Donald and Daisy?
Number 4, Zootopia, aka Zootropolis. The story behind this title change is odd to say the least.
Because this is Zootopia. Anyone can be anything.
The animated film, which takes place in a world inhabited solely by animals, follows a rabbit detective as she investigates the disappearance of various predators.
Tell me if this story sounds familiar. Naive little hick with good grades and big ideas decides, hey, look at me, I'm gonna move to Zootopia, where predators and prey live in harmony and sing Kumbaya.
The film was a massive box office success, taking in over $1 billion worldwide. In a strange move, the title was changed from Zootopia to Zootropolis. Apparently, Disney had difficulty trademarking the former title in places like the UK, Germany, and Denmark.
But sir, if
Life isn't some cartoon musical where you sing a little song and your insipid dreams magically come true. So let it go.
In the end, the UK title references a metropolis instead of a utopia, which actually makes more sense.
I am a real cop.
Number 3, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, aka Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge. There have been so many films in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, it can be hard to keep up. Adding alternate titles to the mix just makes it all the more difficult.
That was not part of the plan.
Such was the case with 2017's entry, subtitled Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Never heard of it.
However, in Britain and elsewhere, the film hit the screens as Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge, in reference to the film's villain.
They've been sunk by a captain called Salamander.
Samoval.
Salazar. That's it, your Cernus.
The move apparently came as a shock to director Joachim Ronning, who told Empire Online, "I didn't even know it was called Salazar's Revenge until I saw the poster."
Would you say that to him? Please.
Yes.
I wish I could do it myself, but Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Number 2, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, aka Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. When the first novel in the Harry Potter series was released in the United States, the Philosopher's Stone was swapped for a Sorcerer's Stone.
Are the rumors true? Help us.
I'm afraid so, Professor. The good and the bad.
Apparently, Philosopher sounded archaic to Arthur A. Levine of Scholastic, who felt the word wouldn't register with American readers.
Do what I say! Trust me!
Author J.K. Rowling has since expressed regret over allowing the name change to take place, telling the BBC, "I was so grateful that anyone was publishing me, I wanted to keep them happy."
I won't let you! You'll get Gryffindor into trouble again. I'll fight you!
In the end, the name change carried over to the film series, even resulting in alternate takes of dialogue scenes mentioning the titular stone.
Do you know what is hidden in the school at this very moment, Mr. Potter?
The Philosopher's Stone.
Number 1, Formula 51, aka The 51st State. This largely forgettable action comedy paired Samuel L. Jackson with Robert Carlyle in a film about an American chemist who travels to the UK to sell an illegal product.
This is a totally new chemical. Once we have the formula, we can make this stuff in a kitchen.
The British-Canadian co-production, The 51st State, was renamed Formula 51 in the United States, in reference to the synthetic drug Jackson's character creates and sells.
OS 51.
As for why, well, it turns out that Americans are a sensitive lot, and the US distributors were worried that they'd somehow consider the title offensive, even though the original title would imply American dominance over Britain. Huh.
England ain't nothing! Nothing! But the 51st state.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more great content.